Hi, Leo Collective. Happy birthday. Happy Monday. I hope you all are doing amazing and enjoying your birthday season. Let's get into this reading all about your finances. We're going to do a deep dive into your finances, whatever you need to hear, not looking at a specific time frame, just whatever you need to hear. Starting with an archetype. Oh, you got the poet. Somebody could be a poet here, or really good with words, communication. All right, so this says expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So some of you could just have the gift of gab. You could be really good at communication or do some work that's regarding that's centered around communication. Maybe if it's not poetry, but maybe you do have to speak. Maybe you're a teacher or just someone who uses their voice in a way to make money. Okay, you could also be finding your voice. So let's see here what could be blocking you financially, if anything, and then what you're manifesting. Get some tarot and then some bonus cards to see what you need to hear today. All right, so a possible blockage is your shadow side. Shadow side is usually, I see it as the moon or the devil. Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer. So you could be on the Cancer, Leo cusp or have any of those in your chart. It says you're avoiding aspects of a situation that make you uncomfortable. And it's funny because the poet in the tarot is like the Knight of Pentacles, not the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. And he can be somebody who walks on eggshells. He is a very diplomatic person. Usually doesn't like a lot of drama and confrontation, right? So, well, let's continue. You're avoiding aspects of a situation that make you feel uncomfortable. Face the darkness to gain a complete understanding and make informed decisions. Y'all, it's that time of the month for me, and I always get tongue-tied. It's a thing. Look into it. Let's move on to what you're manifesting. So it does feel like Spirit is telling you to deal with something head up. Okay, we have denial. Wow. Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your financial life? What is going on here? Are you refusing to face the reality about some aspect of your financial life? So you know what that's kind of giving me. The devil can talk about, and the moon can talk about like our vices, our fears, illusions. I think I was saying this to Gemini, like whenever I get the devil energy regarding money, I think, you know, it could be anything from you work in an industry that might be non-traditional. Or it could be that there's some materialism showing up, some greed, some selfishness, some insecurity. It could be anything. Let's see what the tarot says. Why do you have poet? Some of you may need to let your creative juices flow. We have collaboration, the Three of Pentacles. And this card always means collaboration over competition. It talks about teamwork, making the dream work. Cooperation, collaboration, strength in numbers. These people are working together to hang these pictures on the wall. The Three of Pentacles can also talk about, though, falling in love with someone at work. So some of you could be going through something like that. But this is a 3-year cycle for some of you. It could be a networking opportunity. Maybe the thing is you have to give voice to something in order for people to even acknowledge you. Because this is rewards and recognition. So speak up, make yourself seen, heard. What else? You're avoiding aspects of a situation that make you uncomfortable. Face the darkness to gain complete understanding and make informed decisions. So what could you be ignoring about your finances or in your workplace? We have luck. The not the Ten of Pentacles. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune can talk about going through ups and downs or figuring something out or feeling tried and tested and, you know, going through some emotional challenges or feeling like things have been topsy-turvy a little bit. But this talks about fated events in our lives, things that are meant to happen, being in the right place at the right time. You know, sometimes this makes me feel like we could be fearful of success. We could be fearful of like winning big, because this is a winning streak. I feel like Spirit is saying, like, don't hold yourself back or have fear about having the best of the best, because the Wheel of Fortune is a positive turning point. It's a streak of good luck and winning. Now, this card can be about gambling, literally gambling. Somebody here might need to take a look at that. If that's what's going on with someone, maybe somebody's gambling too much. And even though you might win big, obviously when you gamble a lot, you're going to lose big too, right? So y'all have to take this how it resonates, because it says make informed decisions. And this is a card of like figuring something out. Like, you know, maybe you're going through some challenging times and you're trying to figure out how to manage through these ups and downs. Or like I said, somebody could really struggle with gambling. That could be what it is. Because the shadow side, like I said, is materialism. And the more darker side of the Wheel of Fortune can be that somebody is caught up in a gambling addiction or something like that, taking unnecessary risk, trying to force things to happen because you feel like it's not happening on your timeline. It's divine timing, it's divine intervention. So that message could also be that Spirit is saying, look, I already have these plans for you. You're going to win, but you got to trust me. You got to come out of this fear or avoiding whatever you're avoiding. What's denial? Denial is the King of Swords, the Guardian. Are you refusing to face the reality? But well, he's definitely a realistic person. A pragmatic, practical, logical, stoic, serious person. Aquarius Mercury. This is head over heart. It's also about being blunt and direct and calling things how you see it. So maybe some of you need to call something out in the workplace. It could be with the supervisor, King of Swords. Some of you could do a really cerebral job, like chemist, IT, surgeon, doctor, something like that. You could do like a job that requires you to be really on point. Like you ain't got no room for error. But this could also just be you needing to call something out. Give me 2 more cards for Leo. All right, so we have Vitality, the Sun, and we have the Death card ending. Okay, yeah. Bottom of the deck, we got the 9 of Swords, Insomnia. This is worrying about something, y'all. Dark night of the soul. So some of you could be worried financially. But the Sun means you get a desired outcome, and things are changing with the Death card. This is a period of transition, so it does feel like you are getting like this energy back. This is a card of success. Spirit wants you to look at the bright side. Look at the big picture. Look on the bright side instead of the shadow side. Because that's what the Sun is. The best is yet to come here. Some kind of change is happening. Even though you might be in a dark place. Look how dark it is. Scorpio energy and Leo energy. Okay, let's see what you get here. What are you going to get out of these cards here? These are going to be all over the place because they're for different people. Only take what resonates with your life or sounds like it could possibly be related to you. All right. We have ripped off. Okay, wait a minute now. Some of you could have gone through, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune can be gambling or maybe like unpredictability. So what is that? Day laborer. Odd jobs, gig work, self-employed, making a daily wage per job only. You could be in a Leo, Virgo cusp. Some of you may have already had this to happen where you could have done some work and you didn't get paid for it. Like some labor that you did. Maybe you went to someone's house and you did gig work for them. What's that website where people... TaskRabbit, I think it's called. Maybe some of you are into work like that and maybe you feel like you didn't get paid right. I know years ago, y'all, my fiance went and helped somebody move. He took one of those little jobs long time ago. And they didn't want to pay. So it could be something like that. That's a shame. People are such trash sometimes. We have Icon. That's you, Leo, Jupiter. It says household name, famous, popular, superstar, admired, adored, influential, idol, celebrity, legend, trendsetter, role model, inspirational person, stature, and public figure. Nice. That's right up a Leo's alley. You know, the Sun card is about fun and entertainment and children. Some of you could work with children even. Somebody could be a performer. All right, we have gambling. Look at this. Gambling. Risk taker. Okay, that could be somebody around you if it's not you, though. Sagittarius. I mean, this card is Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Pisces. But this could be a Virgo, a Capricorn, or any of those other signs that I just said. Somebody could be taking unnecessary risk. Hopefully it's not you, but somebody could definitely have a gambling problem. around you if it's not you. We have a final copy. It says your plans are solid and ready to execute. Break a leg. This is the Magician. You have a workable plan. Some of you have thought something out, but maybe you are refusing to take action on something, because the Magician comes out as a message to go for it. It's a green light from Spirit to go. Get something done. You're ready. We have a grant. Some of you could be writing or applying for a grant, or maybe getting a grant approval. That's nice. So we got the fall. I guess that must mean that's not the season. It's a fall. Okay, so it says chaos, upheaval, loss, misfortune, bad luck, bad karma, and resisting change. The wheel of fortune in reverse. And see, that's when the gambling or the risk taking takes a negative turn. So I don't know who might need to hear this, but somebody could be needing to chill out on the gambling, even if it's not you. We have determination, the Chariot. Stay the course, willpower. Finish what you start. Never give up on your dreams. You're an unstoppable force. You have drive to overcome obstacles. And this talks about where there's a will, there's a way. Anything in your way is going to get run over, because this is a victory lap. Some of you could have gotten some really good news in Cancer season. This is Cancer season. Or you could be on the Cancer Leo cusp. We have tow truck. Okay, somebody could be a tow truck operator, or some of you could be having car trouble. Jesus. Well, the Chariot is actually a vehicle. Somebody could be in the market for a new vehicle. Maybe you had to get an old car towed, or something was wrong with it and it's just time for a new one. And that could be something that you're doing soon. All right, we have a rival company, competition. What's going on with the rival company? That's Leo energy. July 23rd through August the 1st. The King of Swords shows up again. It says chef, surgeon, lawyer, professional man, a great leader. Be realistic and logical regarding your finances. Discipline financial habits, head over heart, brains behind the operation, sound-minded and level-headed. And that's showing up right here with denial. Okay, you know what? If some of you are dealing with like some competition, some jealousy in the workplace or whatever, you're being told to deal with it in a logical way. Stay level-headed and sound-minded, because you got the King of Swords with denial, King of Swords with rivalry. So yeah, I mean, somebody could be really jealous of your confidence or something here, your self-worth, the way you, or your peace of mind, the fact that you move in a very unbothered way. The King of Swords is unbothered. Five of Wands is on this orange card, and it's just giving me it's giving me the sacral chakra. I don't know, the way you present yourself, the way you take care of yourself. What is it? What is this person's problem? So we have the process of elimination, picking and choosing options, procrastination, and wishful thinking. Now is the time to use logic over emotion. It's here again. You have a decision to make. Make it in a timely fashion by eliminating the least desirable options first and settling on the best possible choice or outcome. And the Sun is the best possible choice or outcome. It's also about seeing things clearly, the truth being illuminated. So the Seven of Cups can talk about anything from a fear of missing out to imposter syndrome, shiny object syndrome, always wanting what someone else has. And like I said, for some of y'all, there could be a person that's jealous of you, that's competing with you, or you work in a high stress environment where there's a lot of backbiting or maybe competition because you have to compete, like sales or something like that. But when you get the Five of Wands, this is Leo energy, and it does talk about being able to thrive in that kind of environment. It can be friendly competition. It can be like, if you can't beat them, join them kind of energy. But it's definitely an energy of standing your ground. It's Leo energy. So yeah, some of you could definitely have some weird jealousy going on in your workplace. And I feel like you're actually a team player. And that sucks when you are a team player and you got messy people around you. Some of y'all going to have to take the rose-colored glasses off, or like, I'm not going to tell you not to be optimistic, because I feel like you should stay optimistic. This is your card, and it is a card of optimism and happiness. But somebody, it's like somebody doesn't, I don't know, don't dim your light or your shine for somebody else. Not that I feel like I have to tell y'all that, but I mean, that's kind of what I'm seeing. Yeah, because this is like somebody being up at night worrying about, and look, this betrayal, this gossip, or whatever this is going on that some of you could be up at night worrying about, or it could be bothering you, something in the workplace. It says, don't let the commute deter you. It will be worth it in the end. So this could be a new job that's going to require you to travel further. I just feel like I need to pull a couple more cards. I'm pulling like 3 more cards, and then I'm going to let y'all go. And I can't help but notice it says here, steer clear of office gossip. That's kind of what I feel. Some of you have some contract negotiations coming up, or a grant being awarded to you. We have back pay. That could be what it is. Retroactive, unexpected money. Funds you've been waiting on arrive soon or recently. The check is in the mail. Run me my money, okay? I'm waiting on a settlement of some sort. I just said you could be getting some kind of money granted to you. I feel that. I do. 2 more. Maybe this is what you're nervous or anxious about. Maybe it involves a third party or some kind of madness, you know, like my word against you or something like that, or their word against your word, whatever. We have extended leave. This could be something to do with sick pay, hospitalization, counseling. 4 of Swords can be also vacation. Maybe some of you are fighting for some extra vacation time or something. I don't know. You could also be going on a vacation, or some of you could be on like a temporary disability, or maybe even a long-term disability. Or maybe you were and you've returned to work. We have designer, so you could be a designer. And this says seamstress, fashion, costume designer, sketching, researching trends, selecting fabrics, fittings, adjustments, tailoring, runway fashion shows, modeling. So some of you could be into something like that. And maybe you have a transference of power. And some of you are leveling up, especially my feminines here, even though you could be a man in feminine energy, or maybe you do a job that's kind of feminine. This says under new management, a major acquisition or merger, or changes in upper management. Maybe you're getting a new feminine boss that's actually going to be somebody that you really, really like. We got a sex therapist. We got dream house, and we got all about the aesthetics, the beauty industry, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so some of you could be doing something like that. Spirit is telling you that the devil is in the details. And you got cast your financial safety net wide. Spirit wants you to reduce as much debt as possible right now. Create a savings fund for emergencies. Go through your insurance policies with a fine-tooth comb and implement necessary changes. So any kind of over insurance that you have, get rid of it, okay? Or maybe you're underinsured, increase it. It says you may be overlooking important elements about the task at hand or oversimplifying the process. Problems could arise as a result of not being attentive to details. So definitely don't ignore anything here. Something that you might be trying to deny, especially anything to do with the contract paperwork before you sign. I'm going to let y'all go. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. See y'all next time. Happy birthday. Peace.